We are counting down the 7 vehicles dealers simply cannot move, each sitting untouched on lots for up to 4 times longer than average. From entry-level models, no one wants to luxury badges losing millions in value. These cars expose an inventory crisis and deeper economic warning signs. But which unsellable vehicle tops the list, and why? Let's start the countdown with number 7. Number 7 is the 2025 Nissan Versa, once known as America's cheapest new car. According to CarEdge inventory data, Versas are now sitting on dealer lots for an average of 201 days, more than twice the industry norm. Nearly 15,000 units remain unsold, with an average asking price around $21,500. For a model designed to move quickly, each extra day on the lot adds up. Dealers pay between $25 and $50 per day in carrying costs after 90 days. That means every unsold Versa racks up $2,775 to $5,550 in extra expenses before it ever finds a buyer. The Versa's 122 horsepower engine struggles to keep up on highways, and the car's basic interior and louder cabin do not help its case. But the real problem is reputation. Nissan's continuously variable transmission issues over the past decade have left a mark, especially among buyers who cannot afford surprise repairs. Instead of choosing a new Versa, budget-conscious shoppers are turning to used Honda Civics or Toyota Corollas, drawn by better reliability and higher resale value. When even the most affordable new car cannot attract buyers, it signals a deeper problem. Entry-level shoppers are getting priced out of the new car market entirely. Ford's Mustang, an icon of American performance, now stands for a different kind of shock. It has 201 days of unsold inventory and more than 18,000 units stuck on dealer lots. The base EcoBoost starts at $33,515, but most buyers want the GT, which is priced at $47,000. A typical monthly payment for a new Mustang GT with average credit and today's interest rates lands near $600 a month, even before adding insurance. That insurance bill can easily reach $200 a month for a 22-year-old, pushing the all-in cost far out of reach for the very enthusiasts Ford once counted on, unaffordable. Even die-hard fans are selective, gravitating to the GT or the top-tier dark horse, while the base EcoBoost simply gathers dust. Two-door coupes have lost their appeal to families and commuters, and the Mustang's impracticality narrows its audience even further. Dealers are left with rows of unsold cars, each one quietly draining $25 to $50 per day in carrying costs after the first 3 months. Ford's decision to keep Mustang production high, despite an industry-wide collapse in sports car demand, has turned its Halo model into a financial headache for dealers across the country. Volvo's XC90, once a leader in the luxury SUV market, now faces a harsh reality on dealer lots. The current generation, launched in 2016, is still on sale in 2025, making it a 9-year-old design competing against newer and more advanced rivals. Dealers are left holding over 15,000 unsold XC90s, with inventory sitting for an average of 210 days. At an average price of $71,761, each unsold SUV represents a major financial risk. Buyers shopping in this segment expect the latest technology and flawless reliability. Instead, the XC90's infotainment system lags behind the competition, and its interior materials no longer impress at this price point. Consumer Reports rates the XC90 below average for dependability, citing recurring electrical issues and software glitches that frustrate owners. Competing models, like the BMW X5, Mercedes GLE, and Audi Q7 offer fresher interfaces and stronger reputations for long-term durability. With so much money tied up in aging inventory, dealers are forced to slash prices just to move units, eroding profit margins and damaging Volvo's standing among luxury buyers. Audi's A6, once a staple of the mid-size luxury sedan market, now finds itself stranded in a rapidly shrinking segment. Dealers are holding 1,555 unsold units, each with an average price tag of $67,675. Inventory is piling up, 224 days supply compared to the industry's 90-day norm. This backlog is not just a blip. CarEdge data projects the A6 will lose 47% of its value within 5 years, translating to more than $32,000 in depreciation for every car that leaves the showroom. That kind of loss is hard to stomach for buyers and dealers alike. The trouble runs deeper than slow sales. Luxury sedan demand has collapsed, with sales in the category down 45% as buyers migrate to SUVs and crossovers. The A6 faces an even steeper uphill battle as Audi prepares to launch an all-electric successor, leaving current models in a state of limbo. Many shoppers who still want an Audi sedan are waiting for the new electric vehicle, while others are drawn to SUVs like the Q7 and the Q8. For those still considering a gasoline-powered midsize sedan, the A6 struggles against rivals. The BMW 5 Series carries more prestige. The Mercedes E-Class is loaded with advanced technology. The Genesis G80 undercuts the A6 by $20,000. With so many headwinds, the A6's long days on the lot are unlikely to end soon. Audi's A4, once the brand's volume leader, now lingers on dealer lots for an average of 258 days, almost triple the industry norm. According to dealer inventory data, more than 2,400 units remain unsold nationwide, each carrying an average price tag of $55,163. The problem is not just slow sedan demand, it is competition from within Audi's own showroom. The Q5, a compact sport utility vehicle sharing the same engine and platform, sits only $3,000 higher in price when comparably equipped. For most buyers, that small difference buys a higher ride height, more cargo space, and a body style that feels current. Dealers have taken notice. When shoppers arrive undecided between sedan and sport utility vehicle, sales staff often steer them toward the Q5, knowing it is easier to move and less likely to become aged inventory. The A4's traditional audience, young professionals and status-conscious commuters, has shrunk as tastes shift and monthly payments climb. At $55,000, the A4 loses out to BMW's more prestigious 3 Series or the tech-forward Tesla Model 3, while the Q5 absorbs the practical-minded. The result is a compact luxury sedan that appeals to almost no one in today's market, cannibalized by its own sibling and left gathering dust. Maserati's Grecale stands as a cautionary tale for luxury dealers across the country. According to CarEdge data, the Grecale is stuck on lots for an average of 301 days, nearly a year, while 675 unsold units gather dust. With an average price of $82,255, each one ties up more than $80,000 in dealer capital, draining thousands in interest per head before a single test drive. But the real blow comes after the sale. Auction data and used listings show that a new Grecale plummets to about $35,000 in just 3 years, wiping out nearly 60% of its value. That is a loss of over $47,000 per vehicle, a depreciation curve far steeper than even troubled mainstream luxury brands. For buyers, the risks are obvious. Maserati ranks at the bottom of reliability surveys, and stories of electrical faults, drivetrain issues, and long waits for parts are common. For dealers, the pain runs deeper. Maserati's shrinking network means fewer service centers and rising anxiety about warranty support. As more stores close their doors, unsold Grecales become stranded assets, expensive reminders of what happens when a badge cannot justify the cost or the risk. Dealers facing months of carrying costs and catastrophic future losses are now forced to choose between massive discounts or letting these sport utility vehicles sit, hoping for a buyer who may never come. Jaguar's F-Pace now holds the title as America's slowest-selling new vehicle. According to CarEdge data, 2,299 brand-new F-Pace SUVs remain unsold, each carrying an average price tag of $79,660. For dealers, that adds up to nearly $183 million in inventory sitting idle, exposed to daily interest, insurance, and overhead costs that compound with every passing week. These are not isolated units in a few markets. The F-Pace's days supply has ballooned to 332, more than 3.5 times the industry's healthy benchmark. The numbers reflect a deeper collapse. Jaguar's U.S. sales have plummeted from 40,000 in 2017 to fewer than 10,000 by 2022, a 75% decline that has left the brand's dealer network shrinking and its future in doubt. Reliability ratings from Consumer Reports consistently place Jaguar at the bottom of the luxury segment, citing frequent electrical failures, transmission issues, and engine trouble. Owners report check engine lights at 5,000 miles and major drivetrain repairs before 30,000 miles. At nearly $80,000, the F-Pace faces fierce competition from Porsche, BMW, Lexus, and Genesis, each offering either better performance, stronger reliability, or greater prestige. As Jaguar withdraws from the U.S. market, buyers worry about parts, service, and resale. For dealers, the F-Pace is more than a slow seller. It is a warning sign, tying up millions in capital with little hope for recovery. Across all 7 models, one pattern stands out. Price and prestige can't overcome lost trust or misplaced priorities. When both budget and luxury cars sit unsold, it's not just about inventory, it's about a market that is leaving buyers behind. The future of these brands hangs in the balance.